Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, ready to ride forth on my trusty steed and slay a few dragons in XCOM The Long War. Okay, admittedly that's a load of trusty steed shit right there up front. If anything, I'm more of a lunatic astride a busted old nag tilting in a windmill, except, without the good intentions of Don Quixote. So, I guess what I'm saying is that without those redeeming qualities, I'm basically just a crazy, irritating old drunk. Then again, I am 200 and some episodes into this playthrough right now, so I suppose that's a good thing, because if I weren't at least a little crazy, and honestly, more than a little drunk, I'd likely have given up the ghost of victory a long, long time ago. So I say we just embrace our insanity and sort of put it to work for us, Amanda Bynes style. We saddle up old Dr. General Mr. Jiggles and we ride him out to ruin some alien's stupid day with a bunch of bullets to the thorax. So let's get to work here. Head on up to Mission Control, start scanning. Plasma cannon, finished. Good. Very good. We have another one that's going to be done, yeah, like seconds from now, because I built two of those back to back instead of just, ordering two at the same time. Not entirely sure what I was shooting for there. I guess I was planning some kind of YouTube unboxing video for my plasma cannons and thought I'd buy two just in case the first unboxing didn't go that well. Rather than put it back in the box, it's just too much work. And, I do want to take a moment to apologize for the Don Quixote references from earlier, but, let's face it, there really is no better inspiration for reference-based internet comedy than a 4-century-old novel. I mean, Cervantes sort of perfected that shit 400 years before the internet even existed, and everything since has largely just been increasingly danker and danker memes, so take that, Eric Nakagawa. Thanks to a 4 centuries dead Spaniard, you can't even lay claim to being the dankest of the dank anymore, because Cervantes has got you trumped all sorts of different ways. This guy is a Muton captive, of which I have 7. Well, Dr. Valen, you have a 7-man harem. I think at this point you could probably afford to spare one, and a tactical corporal recruit is something we desperately need. We can turn that guy into an assault trooper, so yeah, we're gonna make that trade, and thank you, Russia, for giving us a spare Spetsnaz guy. Spetsnaz, Stick Snaps, Schnauzer Snacks. You know what? I can't even say it. I'm not even going to try. Anyway, thanks for the soldier. How's that? Alright, back to work then. Is it Spetsnaz? Spetsnaz? Spetsnaz. It sounds like some kind of dog treat. Oh, yeah, give your dog today. Dogs love the taste of Spetsnaz. They go crazy for it. Your dog will thank you. His coat will never be shinier and his teeth whiter. Also, why are people concerned about the whiteness of their dog's teeth? It's a dog. Why do you care? It's not like he's, trying out to audition for the new role on the Friends reboot where he's going to be like the plucky dog who wins Rachel's heart and ends up marrying her. I don't get it. Anyway, small fighter here. Coming in over Africa. Interceptors, we have 2. Panic Cross, I think, is probably best left in the barn. This is a fighter, so there's largely 0 chance that Panic is going to gun him down. Let's put eggs up in the air here. Eggs is definitely going to bring him down. The only real question here is he going to bring him down, or is he just going to blow him the shit up? Honestly, I wouldn't really mind seeing Eggs just straight up blow him into chunks, but it could happen. Never know. Fighters do tend to be pretty tough, though. Okay, I say that. I think Eggs hit him once. So maybe the toughness of the Firestorm is something I have slightly overrated. Heavy floaters, Mechtoid, Sectoid, and an Outsider. 12-man crew. That's going to be one very difficult pot of heavy floaters, probably. Also, we do need to run over to the hangar very quickly here. I'm an idiot, and we should probably equip those laser cannons. Seems like, I did buy them to use, not just unboxing videos. I mean, sure, the unboxing videos were how I was hoping to pay for them. That's sadly not going to happen now. Gonna give one to Moose Keitel, because we already gave him a Firestorm, and, I mean, shit, if you're gonna have just, give an infant a loaded gun and have him walking around sort of looking for stuff to shoot, you might as well just give his kid brother a nice little feathered headdress and tell him to go play Cowboys and Indians and wait for the inevitable, and that's basically where we're at. So, here you go, kids. Why don't you go play, a little bit of sort of the classic backyard shoot 'em up, little cowboys and Indians, or cowboys and Native Americans, or Western stereotypical herder archetype and native inhabitant of the North American continent. I don't know what you would actually call it these days. Anyway, we have another plasma cannon, and I'm not sure who to give it to. We don't have another firestorm to put it on. All our firestorms are actually, I believe, already equipped with plasma cannons. Eggs Garcia has to spend 11 hours repairing. I guess he did take a hit. It's fine. So who wants it? Who does it? Let's just give it to Carrot Top. That's fine. We've trusted Carrot Top with prop comedy all these many, many months, and if we're perfectly honest, prop comedy has a way, way higher potential for significant disastrous impact than a plasma cannon. I mean, a giant squirting flower could go way, way more wrong than a plasma cannon ever could. And if Carrot Top can handle prop comedy for 20 years, well, shit. I'd trust that guy to disarm a nuclear bomb. Much more than I would Bono and U2. So back to the Sky Ranger, then. Let's get a crew together. Heavy floaters. It's going to be probably not our easiest mission, but I would think probably not one of our more difficult missions either. We're going to take sort of a middle-of-the-road crew. Some psychic power on our side would not necessarily hurt, which sort of makes me want to try and bring Jaden Smith. Also, Jaden, yeah, we don't really have another good scout. I think I will bring... we could take... I can't believe I just actually considered taking Madonna. I'm an idiot. We're going to take Jaden Smith, but we need a leader as well. Probably a sniper. Uncle Mel is available. What do we have for infantry guys? We got Real Steel, Hugh Jacksman, Sean Penn. Do we have anybody maybe not as good? Who the hell are you? Oh, Boomer Ivanova must be a new guy. Dane Cook, and yeah, okay. So, infantry, we don't, not exactly spoiled for choice there. I don't really feel we need military Superman Sean and no Angel Penn. I mean, so let's just go with a huge... do we want to... I want an infantry guy. I really do. Do I want a Hugh Jacksman? It seems like overcommitting. Really does. Take Huge and Mel Gibson? Could we get by without an infantry guy? That's the question. Could we do it? I think we probably could. You know what? Yeah, let's try that. So we'll go just wacky. Let's get crazy here, folks. Let's get crazy. We should probably make items available. I mean, going let's get crazy style would actually be going in with like tack armor and basic weaponry. That would be truly crazy. And I'm a little crazy. I mean, I'm not all work and no play, so Jack isn't quite the dull boy, but I'm not full-on Jack Nicholson slamming an axe through a door level of crazy yet either. At least I don't think so. That's the thing about crazy, you never really know, do you? Let's grab ourselves a Jaden Smith. I think Jaden could... You know, we might put Jaden in Vortex armor. It's got some interesting possibilities. He'll be fine. I'm sure the Archangel armor is good enough. You'll be fine, right, Jaden? You're cool. You're the physical embodiment of the sun god Ra. Nobody's gonna bring you down. Nothing can stop you, Jaden Smith. You're basically an Air Supply song. Who else do we want to take? Assault Trooper. Let's grab Sir Sidney. It's been a long while since we've had Sir Sidney on hand to slap the taste out of somebody's mouth, and I think we're about to. So, Sir Sidney, grab yourself some Archangel armor if you would, sir. A reflex cannon. Some breaching ammo, in case of Muton Berserker, of course, bring breaching ammo. Walker servos as well, and an arc thrower. There are heavy floaters on this, and captures could potentially net us plasma cannons, or rather, plasma rifles. So, you know, worth taking. Gunner, also want, yes. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Nicki Minaj. The little songstress that could. We can have her drop that ass on some alien foes, making the craters. Nicki Crater Minaj. Plasma Nova gun for Nicki, of course, and we are going to be grabbing for Nicki a scope, laser sight, high capacity mags. That's got Nicki sorted. Engineer. We need someone to engineer our way to victory, preferably by throwing a whole shitload of explosives at the enemy. That's typically the way our engineers engineer victory. Can't help but notice that Jennifer Geely Lopez is a little sleepy. That's unfortunate. Do we have anybody else on backup? John Mayer and Robert V.I. Van Winkle, the Vanilla Ice himself. That is not good. Alright then. So I suppose we're gonna take Sung Kang. He is psychically powerful. Well, okay, powerful. Very much an overstatement, but he does have some psychic abilities, so... He is Mind Fray, but that's okay. We can grab him some psychic EXP. We'll be alright. I trust you, Sung Kang. I trust you. Against my better judgment, even, I still trust you. Battle scanners and 4 alien grenades for you. I really think 4 is probably more than enough, sir. 3 slots to go, and we may just take 2 mech troopers on this since we do not have an infantry guy. We'll just double up on the mechs. Maybe take a Valkyrie along or something. Just go with an unconventional build to sort of save a little wear and tear on the old troopers. Some of our guys have been on a lot of missions, and the joint damage is, well, it's really starting to pile up. Got a couple of them out for Tommy John surgery, of course, which is going to really improve their fastball, but I don't see specifically how it helps them from a killing of aliens perspective. Then again, the XCOM softball team, we have been getting soundly beaten recently, so perhaps the Tommy John surgery is just a shot in the arm we need to take back the Interleague Beer Cup Championship. Really looking forward to that. Who's it going to be, then, to help lead us back to the saddle of the League Beer Cup Championship? We can take Alpha Dog. We could. We could also take Drake, but I'd rather save Drake for something considerably more important. We could get by with maybe a Tay-Tay. We actually kind of spoiled for choice here. We also have, I was going to say we have Charlie Hunnam, but we don't. So no Charlie Hunnam. That's a drawback. Let's split the difference. Let's take a Justin Alpha Dog Timberlake. He's a Master Sergeant. Do we really want to... No, you know what? That's a waste. We get nothing out of Timberlake, no Psychic EXP, and he's already a Master Sergeant, so that's suboptimal. Who do we have that could use some EXP in the Mech Trooper front? We got Bono. Alright, well that's one. Who else have we got? I honestly think Bono might be it. We gotta have somebody else. Anybody? Oh, we got Axl Rose. He's just real bad. Let's chance it. We're going to go with Bono and Axl Rose. The most unlikely musical duo of all time, right here. Bono, the Irish crooner there, and Axl Rose, the... I don't know where he's from or really anything about him other than the fact that since Appetite for Destruction, he hasn't been worth a whole hell of a lot. Weapon gyros? Yeah, let's leave the Illyrium turbos for our smaller mech, and then we'll equip it with a flamethrower. Flamethrower really seems more Axl's speed. He could walk up to the guy and go, "Welcome to Jelly Delirium, baby! You're gonna die!" And then just completely immolate them. Although this is Axl Rose, so any plan that he came up with would likely fail. So he would do that, then trigger the flamethrower. The flame unit's sort of pilot light flame would then snuff out, leaving Axl horrifically exposed. And he would likely then be sundered and killed. Tactical sensors or weapon gyros? I think weapon gyros because Axl's aim is real bad. Yeah. What is did we give you tactical sensors? Why would we do that? We give you weapon gyros. Let's not do that. We're gonna give you tactical sensors there, Bono, to make you a little more difficult to hit. So that's our team, folks. It's real bad. Do you think Axl and Bono will get in a fist fight over which one of them gets to be the headliner? Like, whose name is above the marquee? Technically, Bono usually is billed as U2, so I guess being a multi-act, or at least a multi-person act, they would probably get top billing, since there's, I think, 4 of them. And Axl is, at this point, basically just Axl because he's burned every single bridge he ever built or has ever seen, heard of, or read about. He's burned all of them.
Let's just hope everyone on the ground stayed clear.
Everyone on the ground stayed clear? Yeah, it shouldn't have been difficult. I guess all those squirrels and bunnies were in immediate peril when the aircraft came down, but other than that, it looks like it should have been pretty safe, Bradford. This little-known fact here, this particular area is exactly where they used to shoot Meerkat Manor, and that's specifically what Bradford was worried about. He knows somewhere a family of meerkats had a large flaming ball of wreckage land on them, and that, well, Buttercup, or whatever the fucking lead meerkat mom's name was, has probably been immolated in a ball of deadly fire. He's really broken up about that.
Copy that.
Yeah, see, look at this. Over here at the Devastation, it really doesn't look good for the Whiskers clan. I don't think they're going to survive the fall. But life goes on. With fire comes renewal, right? And we can get a chance to get a little psychic EXP for our troopers and maybe get ourselves a volunteer. And while the Meerkats have paid the ultimate price, perhaps we can salvage something from this mission and get our asses aboard the temple ship. How about a battle scanner? There looks good. Just fling it out there, Jaden. Tell us with your sun godly powers what you can see. Use your sight beyond sight. Pull out the Sword of Omens. Shit, if you've got the Sword of Omens and if I've been having it this long and haven't used it yet, Jaden, I gotta say, that's pretty irresponsible from you. You've put a lot of your fellow troopers at risk. If you've had the goddamn Sword of Omens in your pocket this whole time, you damn well should have been using it. Sun Kang has 1 billion battle scanners. We could probably have him throw his 1 battle scanner. You have 1 battle scanner, Sun Kang. And I didn't give you an arc thrower, did I? Nope.
Roger that. Scanning.
Yeah. You know what? Let's not even talk about it. We'll just never speak of it again. We'll forget that Sun Kang is even on the mission. We're just going to assume that he is Robert V.I. Van Winkle, and henceforth we shall refer to him as such. So Vanilla Ice is actually our engineer here. It's nice to have Vanilla on board.
Alien object located.
Yeah, it's a meld canister that was previously located, Axel.
Field commander.
You know, it's more of a Shia LaBeouf kind of move to take credit for the work of others. That's really McBeef's bit, and if you horn in on his bit, I have to assume that Shia will find, kill, devour, and eat you. So,
Heading there now.
I mean, just fair warning, Axel. You're going to wind up cannibalized by Shia McBeef, and it's going to be nobody's fault but your own, really. I mean, you'll have no one to blame but yourself.
Heading out.
So I was told there were aliens on this mission. Can't help but feel that maybe that was a lie, and just based largely on the fact that we haven't seen a fucking single alien yet. Been a while. I don't want to go crazy with the advances. Let's have Axel. Yeah, that might not be the best idea. Jaden, Sun God, why don't you advance here? You can see nothing. Take cover behind that tree. Now that's, yep, just about perfectly right. So we have 2. This is going to be a tough row to hoe, actually. So Jaden is in a bad spot. I very much like the idea of killing the sectoids before they have a chance to mind meld, and I think that's what I'm going to go for. So Uncle Mel's going to pop a couple caps and some sectoid ass here.
I'm about to start keeping score.
There's 1 down, and here comes the double tap. Which one of you punks feels lucky? Huh? Just because Mel has a 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world, you don't want to fuck with Uncle Mel Gibson because he will shoot you in the brain.
Pacified.
Much like he did there. That was a dedicated brain shot. So how can we do this without getting overwatched, is the question. And the answer to that is, I'm not sure we can. We could probably get Axel over here. He might even have a shot.
Heading there now.
Yeah, we'll try it. It's not out of the question. This rock should provide enough cover to keep Axel safe. Really, all I'm looking for is to try and get a proximity mine on the sectoid, which we can do. He can probably mine link without moving, but we'll be able to take him out and bring the shield down with a single grenade. If that happens, and we can get Sun Kang's worthless ass into position, I suppose, which, let's face it, is not particularly likely. I'm not overly enthused with Jaden Smith's current position. Yeah, Sun Kang is actually badly positioned. We're going to have him dash. Sir Sydney,
Good to go.
let's just get you a little closer to things and sort of keep a watchful eye out.
Covering now.
We are going to go ahead and throw Admiral Akbar's 1 smoker here. Just out of an abundance of caution. I'm a little concerned about the position that the Pharaoh is in, and I would prefer him not be blown to pieces if at all possible. Nikki? Let's get Nikki a little closer to the fight.
That's affirmative.
I have a feeling we're going to need what Nikki's got on offer before things go much further. Alright, Team Alien, let's see what you got here. That guy has a lot of health. He's going to take a flank shot at Jaden Smith. Nope, he's going to double move and come straight into Axl Rose's gun. Alright, I'm comfortable with that. That looked like a hit. I don't know how Axl could miss at point-blank range, and it did 2 fucking damage.
They're moving to flank me.
Alright then. Moving to flank who? Who said that? You're gonna shoot at Axl Rose? Nope. Okay. So that's expected. And we have the antidote for that. This guy is gonna be fucking unkillable with that shield up. He really will be basically immune to damage. Alright, so we've got Jaden Smith, we've got Bono, we've got Uncle Mel. Let's go ahead and take care of Mr. Johnny-come-lately shield there. Uncle Mel is going to fix that shit too sweet. There you go.
X-ray down.
So I'm actually quite glad we brought Uncle Mel. It's turning out to, that's looking to be pretty good. Axel does not have heat warheads, so that's a bit of a problem. I don't think Nicky is going to be able to get a shot. Jaden Smith can easily pull that Overwatch. Okay, so what we need to do is have Jaden pull this Overwatch, and then also be in a position where he can... what's his percent? Alright, okay. Alright, I was going to say, we also need him to be in a position to panic that Mechtoid. That's the other half of the...
Heading out.
other half of the equation. We've got the x squared plus b squared. We need the equal c squared part to complete the factorium there. Okay, for a minute I was going to be real salty if Jaden couldn't see this guy from behind this little ramp here. But it is a safety ramp, and shit, it's Kate Capshaw and the Temple of Doom with that shit. Anything fucking goes. I always forget they get reactive sensors fire off. One day I will remember that reactive sensors triggers on psychic powers. I mean, today is not that day, of course, nor is it likely tomorrow, the day after, or the day after. But one day, damn it, I will remember. So really all we have to do now is just kind of get in position and begin hosing this guy down with gunfire. I'm debating what would be the best opportunity for damage. I think for Sun Kang, it's definitively going to be throw a grenade at that guy, so let's go ahead and do that. Also, grenade, no chance of triggering reactive sensors, so an additional benefit. Pretty good damage from his heat warhead. Far better than we would have gotten out of his gun, I feel.
Got it.
Just going to bring Sir Sidney over. We've got plenty of time to deal with that Mechtoid since he is panicked. 35% is not necessarily the sort of shot I'm willing to risk at this time.
I'm on the move.
We're going to reposition very quickly with Admiral Akbar. Admiral Akbar has a very good shot. We're going to take it. Tori Spelling contributing positively to the mission. I'm, frankly, as shocked and surprised as you are.
I'm on it, Commander.
I mean, Tori does have the fisheye Admiral Akbar-esque sort of vision going, and so, given the fact that biopic vision is really not sort of her forte or strong suit, we're often surprised when Tori manages to connect with the enemy. You know, when you can see like a walleye, it's pretty questionable that you would be very accurate with a weapon. I think we're just going to have Axl Rose just take a shot here. I like his position. We can try and force the other Mechtoid to move. And old Nikki Crater Minaj here doesn't have a lot working for her. I really don't want her... She's unlikely to be able to be flanked from there. We'll go ahead and take this move. It's not as safe as I would hope for, but it'll have to be safe enough to get it done. And Sir Sidney, you could just, why don't you just go in Overwatch, buddy? You should squat and do nothing because you are panicked, like a good Mechtoid. Good Mechtoid's always panicked. Not sure what you're doing? Okay, he's coming over here to probably go after Axl Rose. Clearly, this guy bought both Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 and is upset and looking for a refund. Entirely understandable in all reality. I mean, I would want a refund if it were me. So, Bono. You could take 2 shots, or you could just run up there and disable them both with your EMP pulse. And I'm going to err on the side of caution here. We're going for the... I'm just going to disable them both. This will give us ample opportunity to run up, ridiculously slaughter them, and on the positive side, it also won't trigger reactive sensors. So here we go. Now that does take a Sun Kang grenade sort of out of the equation, but that's alright. I am not going to shoot at that man with Uncle Mel Gibson because I have no idea how reactive sensors would work at this range. I mean, theoretically, the guy shouldn't even be able to shoot because Mel Gibson should not even be a valid target. But it's a risk I don't really want to take. We'll probably have Axl Rose take the risk. more comfortable. I mean, if anybody's going to get hit by it, I would prefer that it would be Axel. So let's just have Axel go ahead and take it. You can take it, Axel. You're a tough guy, right? Actually, he's not. He's not. Okay. Well, it's not even going to activate. So Axel's toughness will have to remain a. That's going to remain a mystery for another day. Nicky is going to ruin this guy's shit all over everywhere. Yeah, the double. Never mind. I was going to say the double heat warheads are really going to wreck his shop, but well, we didn't really turn out for us, did it? Sun Kang, get a kill. Yep, that's about right. Probably should have expected that from Sun Kang, in all reality. Now these mech these guys are disabled. If we need to, we can... Yeah, you know what? Let's just go have Jaden Smith kill him.
I'm on it, Commander.
I was going to be concerned for a moment, and then I realized Jaden Smith has in the zone, and Jaden Smith's just going to get 2 kills here. These guys aren't in cover, and they aren't flanked.
Taken care of.
So the Sun God's going to drop 2. Unless we could get kill EXP for somebody. Is there anybody who really kind of needs it? Could use it? Sir Sidney doesn't need it. Tori Spelling, I don't think, can get it. Yeah, you know what?
On my way.
There's a non-zero chance Tori could get the kill here. It's not a good chance, but it exists. I mean, she did 2 damage. What more could we have hoped for, really? I mean, 2 damage is 2 damage. Should we use Mind Fray? Sir Sidney's gonna kill this guy.
Solid copy.
Let's go for the Mind Fray. First off, let's make sure Sir Sidney can't miss. If there's any chance that Sir Sidney misses, we don't do it. Okay, if there's a 1% chance that Sir Sidney misses, we still do it. So we're going to Mind Fray you. Free Psychic EXP for Jaden the Smithster. Sun God Ra, and this is where Sir Sidney misses a 1%er? Nah. Why, you piece of shit? Why would you dare say that Sir Sidney Poitier would miss a 1% chance shot, boy? I had to come slap the taste out your mouth. Sorry, Sir Sidney, you're so sensitive. We do still have floaters, so let's take a turn here to sort of regroup and rearm. Really feel like rushing into battle. Less than perfectly prepared. Heavy floaters, of course, still very dangerous foes, and there could be up to 5 of them, perhaps. I'm assuming there's 2 outsiders. Double overhead outsiders tends to be the command pod for this mission when outsiders are present. Sir Sidney?
Copy that.
You know, you'd think at this point that the aliens would have learned to send maybe a more powerful command team. I mean, dual overhead Alzheimer's. Dual overhead Alzheimer's. What? That's fucking... Me with dual overhead Alzheimer's is what that is. Anyway, what I was trying to say, dual overhead outsiders really isn't that powerful. Although we have encountered some outsiders lately that have kind of, frankly, ridiculous sort of soldier abilities that make them impossibly accurate. They effectively don't miss, and when they do hit, they do a buttload of damage. So they have been dangerous. And that's one thing I'm getting a little concerned about. We're sort of at the position in the game where if we don't get things done in the relatively near future, we're going to reach a point where tactical missions sort of become impractical, or at least very difficult to win without severe casualties on every one. Alright, so where are these floaters? Over in that direction.
You hear that?
Yeah, we heard it, Axel. It's a bunch of floaters. We're just going to go over there and flush them. I mean, like the turds they are, we're going to give them the appropriate treatment. We are going to do this cautiously, however, although I have a feeling they're probably inside the alien craft, so a more aggressive, I suppose is not necessarily the right word, but the word I'm going to use. A more aggressive advance probably wouldn't go amiss. Let's not pop them with Axel Rose, though, if we can avoid it. Does anybody still have a battle scanner? Anyone at all? Guess not. So Bono's going to pop over. Old Admiral Akbar can take... Oh, Admiral Akbar has a battle scanner. Why don't you take cover behind that log, and then we'll have you toss a battle scanner there, Old Admiral.
Aye, aye, Commander.
You can let us know definitively this way whether or not we are about to walk into a trap!
I'm Overwatch.
Tori really likes to do that. I mean, it makes her feel good. She loves it when she can successfully predict whether or not a situation is a trap. It's her one bit. It's really all she's got. I mean, since Dean left, she's really been sort of heartbroken and depressed and really not feeling very good about herself. Been taking more Zoloft than she's comfortable with. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, if you need those kind of medications, absolutely, you should certainly take them.
Sweeping.
But, you know, Tori's, she's been feeling a little down, and any opportunity she can get to determine whether or not a situation is a trap, and then perhaps warn her allies that it is, in fact, a trap, she always feels better about herself, puts a little spring in her step, really brightens her day. We're going to get a chance to some cheap pod activation here. What can you see, Mel Gibson? I believe that's an outsider. Pretty sure that's an outsider. It is, in fact, an outsider, and Mel Gibson with a powerful long-distance critical. He should get another chance at that same powerful long-distance critical, in fact. Yeah, it's actually a flank shot, so... Chance for a critical. Come on, Uncle Mel. Yeah, that's good. 17 damage, we'll take it. That's... I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at. Uncle Mel getting some work done for us. It's fine. How close can we get and not pop the pod and still potentially have a shot at this clown? That's the question. Also, if you ever have a shot at a clown, no matter what kind of shot, no matter how bad, no matter how terrible the odds, you fucking shoot at the clown. That's given. You don't just let a clown go unshot at. I mean, if you can shoot at a goddamn clown, especially if you can kill him, you shoot at the fucking clown. I in fact demand, in all situations where a clown can be shot at, that you shoot at the clown. We can't do damage to this guy. I don't really think Bono is going to have enough damage to destroy his cover either. What are his... Well, okay. Probably destroying the cover with a meaningless grenade is... Or at least taking the chance at it is going to be more meaningful than taking a terrible, terrible chance at hitting, so... Yeah, it did absolutely nothing. Did not destroy the cover, which we had reason to suspect it would not. I don't really want to get anyone much closer. I'd really kind of prefer not. Sun Kang will be in full cover. That's not a bad shot. You can't see the enemy anyway, so we can put him on Overwatch. That'll be okay. Do we have anybody else who would be useful? Yeah, we'll move Nicki Minaj a little further forward, put her on Overwatch. In case the enemy comes at us this way, we can sort of cover our flanks, back things up.
On the move.
Other pseudo-military style things that sort of make it sound like I know what the hell I'm doing. We're just going to put up Axl Rose on Overwatch. Sir Sidney, I'm going to do something with you I don't ordinarily do. I'm going to bring you over here, and since this guy could theoretically have a better aim than Jesus, it's a little-known fact, Jesus was actually a crack shot. We are going to have Sir Sidney hunker down, just in case. Should not have worried, though, because that guy was always going to shoot at Axl Rose. It was always Axl. Let's see what this guy also probably going to shoot at Axl Rose. Yeah, sure enough. So Axl's holding up pretty well, all things considered. That guy regenerated 6 health. That's a healthy sum. We can probably get some of that sort of knocked back down with a nice flank sniper shot here from Uncle Mel. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Can't help but notice that that guy fired and is still on Overwatch, so the trooper abilities are definitively in play for that guy. He's on Overwatch. We need that Overwatch to go away. Jaden Smith, can you make that happen? Probably. Jaden, please make that happen. Alright, so there's the lightning reflexes. And the Sun God Ra, of course, willing the shots not to hit. He is a deity. We should not have been surprised. And with those shots kind of out of the question, or at least sort of taken care of, we're going to have Bono take a very slight advance. I'm pretty sure there are floaters in that aircraft. I don't want to get much closer for fear of spawning them. Really, I just want to drop a proximity mine on that guy's face. And fortunately, we're close enough to drop a proximity mine on that guy's face. So we're going to do that. Jaden Smith... Damn, you are not close enough, sir. I was hoping to have Jaden Mindfray, or not Mindfray rather, but Panic, the other visible unit, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards for us. So what we're going to do instead is bring Sun Kang forward, and just have him explode this gentleman. If you would make him disappear in a cloud of explosive fury, that would be delightful, Sun Kang. Speaking of disappearing in clouds of explosive fury, I can't help but remember what happened to you in the sort of closing credits of the Fast and Furious movie there, Sun Kang. I really do feel you got kind of an ignoble end, sir. I do not want Tori Spelling in anything other than full cover. She's going to be on Overwatch.
Scanning.
Not really sure what I want to do with Axl. Thinking about just having Axl fall back. More than thinking about it, I'm actually going to do it. We're going We're going to have Axel just take a couple steps back so that if this alien wants to take a shot at Axel, he's got to come forward to do it. Nikki would theoretically be able to see the enemy from there, which I don't necessarily like. Let's bring Nikki down to this full cover and put her on Overwatch instead. And then if the alien tries to come forward... Alright, so we're going to get some freebies here at our friendly neighborhood floaters. None of it hit, so hey, bully, that turned out lightly. Fantastic work, guys. Really well done. Proud of everyone. So a lot of the floaters backed off. This guy's going to trade fire with Bono. That's going to be in his favor. Alright, so we have problematic floaters. Mr. Tibbs can see at least one. I think Uncle Mel, we need to call in a little fire support here. Mr. Gibson, if you would be so kind, sir, as to shoot that man in the head a couple times. Nah, the floater, honestly, is more dangerous. Let's go for the floater. He's more dangerous, and Mel can't miss the floater, so we're just going to double up on this punk. We're going to need another 9 damage out of you, Uncle Mel. Another 9, and Uncle Mel delivering on command. The consummate fucking acting professional right there. That's how you know that Uncle Mel Gibson is a 100% tried and true professional, no fucking around actor. We said, Mel, give us 9 damage. Go out there and give me 9 damage for this take. And what did Mel Gibson do? He went out there and he fucking gave us 9 damage on a take. That's the way Mel Gibson rolls, goddammit. And we're going to put a proximity mine on that guy's face. I wonder if you can set off a proximity mine with a proximity mine. That'd be a neat trick. It also seems like that'd be really useful. We're not going to do it, though, because I don't know if it's going to work, and I'd prefer not to take the chance. So instead, we're going to have Bono take a slight advance. That's... okay. I was a bit concerned for a minute. Bono can definitely set off a proximity mine with a grenade, so let's do that. I think that thing bounced inside, went up, and stuck to the wall behind that guy. Yeah, that's exactly what it did, in fact. So we got 12 damage out of that. That's acceptable.
On my way.
Still a little worried about Overwatch. Nikki, what do you got? 226s is not good enough. Admiral Akbar is in, frankly, a bad position. Sun Kang is not in a terrible position. This is not likely to hit, but it will holo target. Okay, so it hit and holo targeted. Nice work, Sun Kang. Sir Sydney, we need you to be not where you are. That's really what we need. We need you to not be where you are. This is not a Goo Goo Dolls song, so we don't want to be where you are. Jaden Smith's going to kill this man with his brain. I mean, hypothetically, he's going to kill him with his brain. Yeah, there you go. So, one outsider, brain birdered. Brain birdered? I was supposed to be brain battered, but then also I thought, you know, brain murdered would be better, so it came out birdered, which I'm pretty sure isn't actually a word. Sir Sidney has lightning reflexes, so we don't have to worry about him advancing on the ever-dangerous heavy floaters. I have a feeling the heavy floaters are going to be coming at us with some relatively serious grenade action. I'm okay with that. They're kind of far away. Alright, so nothing from that guy. He may have spotted a unit. We get some Overwatch from the Menage. Nikki delivers. 9 damage. Acceptable output, Nikki. This guy's probably going to huck a grenade. Yeah. So here he goes. He's going to wing it at... Not unexpected. He's got a chance for a double up there. Going for a little double penetration action with the 2-for-2 shot. Tori Spelling going to take a crack. Wide left. Much like her eyes, one of them is wide left. I got to imagine we're going to get another grenade here. Yeah, that's... So they're going to try and grenade our 2 mech troopers back to the Stone Age. That's a plan. It's going okay for them so far. Double 51% for Nikki. Let's put it on this guy. One hit might theoretically get a kill. Of course, Nikki is going to have to get one hit.
Damn it.
Brilliantly done, Nikki. Real glad I brought you. That was some fine work there. So, Sir Sidney... We've got options with Sir Sidney. None of them are particularly good. Uncle Mel's just got to reload. Really, very, very much regretting giving Uncle Mel lock and load. Very, very much... Or not giving Uncle Mel lock and load, rather. Very, very much regretting it. Tori Spelling does not have holo targeting, so that shot does us effectively no good. Our 2 mech troopers, well, those guys can't throw grenades again, but they're probably just going to fire their weapons and then not miss, which would be kind of bad. So let's... Alright, this is an interesting situation. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the Mind Fray on this guy. I don't really think Sun Kang is... I mean, he definitively isn't going to kill the guy. Nicki Minaj didn't get a whole lot of damage, so we can't do much with Nicki. We'll revisit Sir Sydney in a moment. We don't want to clump up to give the enemy any kind of advantage. We'll probably put Tori Spelling on Overwatch. Now, we do have a Panic also at our disposal, which is interesting. The problem is we can only see one unit, and it's not the one we want to Panic, because it's the one that's Mind Frayed. Here's what we're going to do. Jane's going to advance, and then the Sun God Ra is going to use his mental Mind Fray powers on this guy to try and Panic it. Did it work? Of course it worked! He's going to shoot, because floaters, their panic reaction is fire. What the shit? He shot at Axl Rose? That's bullshit right there. You don't get to shoot at Axl Rose. Alright then. So, Axl Rose is going to get the hell out of Dodge. He's very badly injured.
Moving.
We're going to have Tori Spelling fall back. Axl Rose is, well, he's going to get as close to Tori as he can, also to safety. So, Axl, if you would, sir, please vacate the premises. Axl Rose has left the stage, guys. He's storming off in a fucking hissy. He's in a snit. Didn't get the diva treatment that he feels he's entitled to, and is, well, he stormed off the stage. Now, here's the question. We could run and gun over here with Sir Sydney. We could get some shots at that guy. I don't necessarily think that's going to do us a whole lot of good. It's most likely to just get Sir Sydney flanked and killed. That's really the most likely outcome. We could get 2 shots at this guy, but again, Sir Sydney is in a very, very vulnerable position after that happens. So let's see, we have all-around terrible... Sir Sydney has to move, though. He can't stay here. I mean, that guy's Mind Frayed, but he still could flank and get a shot at Sir Sydney. So I think what we do is advance Sir Sids to here. Let's get us... it's another floater in. 47% is not grand, but it's good enough to risk. Yeah, didn't pan out for us, but Sir Sydney is still in somewhat vulnerable position. Tori Spelling is going to reload, prepare for next turn, and we're going to have Bono, who has not moved, I'd like to point out. We may have him take a couple shots. He could shoot twice, but he only has a 36%. That's not good enough. So let's cut down some of the angles for enemy fire. We're going to move Bono over here and just have him take a single shot. It's still a relatively terrible chance to hit, but we're going to shoot at this guy. No, he's panicked. Never mind, we're going to shoot at this guy. Didn't expect that to hit. We'd had to get pretty lucky in order for that one to connect. On the plus side, those guys are out of grenades. Bono still got pretty good armor. He repaired some of his health, and he should be very hard to hit. This guy, of course, still panicked. I thought that might happen. The grenade, however, is unexpected. Why did he fly up right next to Sir Sydney and then check a grenade? I mean, this guy's definitely going to shoot Sun Kang. That's a given. Nope. Okay. I'm not sure what the aliens were going for there. I really have no idea what they were trying to pull. If they were going for the setup on Sir Sydney, then they should have just tried to kill Sir Sydney. Okay, Uncle Mel, you got to save us, buddy. Where's Uncle Mel? Thank you. Uncle Mel. Sir Sydney is in a very, very bad circumstance. If you could perhaps save Sir Sydney's life, that would be delightful, Uncle Mel. Halfway home? Well, not quite halfway home. I have a very, very bad feeling that Uncle Mel is not going to have enough damage to get it done for us. Come on, Mel. You can do it. We have every confidence. 10 damage, Mel. I guess Uncle Mel gave us everything he had in that last take. We really needed the extra damage, but Uncle Mel just he didn't have it in him. 83%. Sir Sydney should be able to kill this guy. Wow, that is not as much damage as I would have expected Sir Sydney to do at this range with a reflex cannon with breaching ammo. So suddenly things have gone from bad to worse. We do have a unit on Overwatch over there. We kind of need to get rid of that Overwatch. Bono, what can you do? Still 236% chances to hit, and that's still not good enough. We got Nikki Crater Minaj, who could bring something to the table, but we can't afford to have Nikki run the Overwatch. We got Axel and Tori Spelling still on backup. All right, we're gonna have to have
Okay.
we're gonna have Jaden Smith take chances for the team here. We've got to get rid of this Overwatch. So far, so good. One more shot of Overwatch here we may be able to get rid of. Damn, not quite. But that's okay. If that guy didn't get a shoot at Jaden Smith, that means Nikki should be safe to advance to this tree and also not pull the Overwatch. Thanks, XCOM, for making me into an asshole.
That was close.
Lucky enough that Nikki got missed, however, so, I mean, we've still got that going for us. Let's see what Nikki's shots are like. Not good. 75% to hit. Well, it's going to waste more ammo, but it is an overall better hit percentage.
Okay.
The Overwatch is clear, so we can afford to move in with Sung Kang. He's going to be in a very vulnerable position here. Take the shot. Come on, Sung Kang. We need this one, buddy. Thank you, sir. That was huge. That was a coin flip right there, and it probably... Well, there's no probably. That definitively saved a life. So we now have Nicki Minaj, who can... She's got about a 75% chance here to rescue the embattled Sir Sidney Poitier. God damn it, Nicki.
Sucking ammo fast.
So Nicki Minaj has been not good. She has been underperforming. That's, I think, 4 straight misses for Nicki. That's real bad.
Come on, time to cowboy up.
So we're going to have Axl Rose come in guns blazing to try and save the day. I can't say I like his chances much. You have Mind Fray up, Jaden Smith? Yes, but you can't use it. Jaden Smith's in a terrible spot as well. This is, alright. Here's what we do. First off, Bono, can you shoot this up? Yes. Alright, so I want you to put a proximity mine right there. Make yourself an attractive target, and our main goal is to just try and keep those 2 floaters from moving. And then Axl Rose is going to have to come in with, like, the longest shot in the history of the world to try and save Sir Sidney Poitier. He can see the enemy, so, I mean, we got that going for us. His chance to hit is terrible, but we've got to take it. No dice. Not surprising. And the embattled Sir Sidney's battle grows ever more shitty. So Jaden Smith's just going to have to run back to cover. I don't like it. Has to be done. We can't leave the Sun God Ra out exposed like that. It could be the end of him. That guy's not going to do anything because he's panicked. This guy's definitely going to shoot Sidney Poitier.
Watch the side.
Yeah. Okay, so Sir Sidney wounded but not killed. He can finish that guy off. Not sure what that was all about. Don't. Okay, woo! For a second I thought Sir Sidney was about to be shot and killed, but it was just a suppressive fire. We can take it. We can deal with that. We can handle it. Alright, Uncle Mel, buddy, we've got ourselves into a very, very deep hole, sir. We would like you to extricate us from said hole. Fortunately for us, Mel Gibson knows how to dig up stupid. He's real good at that, so we're just going to have Mel Gibson dig up. Sir Sidney is suppressed. Now, Sir Sidney does have lightning reflexes, but given the fact that Sir Sidney is already injured, I am not entirely comfortable having him try and run Overwatch. That seems foolhardy at best. So I think I will probably not do that. Man, these guys are very difficult to hit. Even at very close ranges with troopers with pretty decent aim, we are not getting fantastic results here. Axel can see just that guy. We may come back to that in a moment. Admiral Akbar, we'd really kind of like to have you throw another sort of patch heal at Admiral Nicki Minaj can't see anyone. Not entirely sure how that works, but sure. 66, 166 that can't get a kill. Nikki doesn't have enough... let's just kill this guy then. I was going to say, Nikki doesn't have enough ammo to go for the double tap. And we got no additional damage. That's unfortunate. Sun Kang's going to take the holo target shot for us. 7 damage, so a hit from Sun Kang as well. And that also broke our trooper out of suppression. I'm very, very tempted to have Sir Sidney fall back. Jaden Smith is absolutely going to mind fray this guy. We've got to give him as big of an aim penalty as we can. And you know what? I am going to fall back with Sir Sidney. I'm not taking any chances with Sir Sidney Poitier's life. He is way, way too valuable to any kind of risks. We're just going to have Sir Sidney fall back here and reload. And if we need to, we'll have Uncle Mel Gibson sort of come and save us again on the next turn.
I'm on the move.
Axel, do you have a shot at that guy? You do not. Can you move forward very slightly and get a shot at that guy? The answer is yes. Axel, be the hero that we need. So Axel, clearly not the hero that we need, but he is the hero that we deserve, which is to say a bad one, because we kind of suck at XCOM, and we don't deserve nice things. Fortunately, Tori Spelling is going to get us a little bit of additional protection with some smoke, and between the smoke and the grenade, or rather the mine fray, between the grenade and the mine fray, I don't think this guy's going to have a very good chance to hit anyone except for our mech trooper, and it doesn't even look like he's going to have a shot at that. So Sun Kang, holo target him for us. Yes, Sun Kang could be getting the XP here. I sincerely feel that, you know what? Yes. We're taking no chances. Also, Psychic EXP for Jaden Smith, who needs Psychic EXP. He's going to shoot at somebody, and I don't care. Shoot at our mech trooper. Or shoot at Jaden Smith. You're going to have a hard time hitting him. That's fine. Alright, so this guy's dead. Yeah. Go ahead and kill him, Bono. There you go. Right through the fucking heart. Bono shot his heart out.
We nailed it,
and that's the end of the mission.
Mission accomplished.
Fortunately for us, Operation Glass Grave did not include any of our troopers winding up in a glass coffin on a hero's bier. Oh, I guess the glass coffin's really more of a Snow White thing, now that I think about it. We don't really have a Snow White. Although we do have Katy Perry. She's sort of Snow Whitish. I suppose we could have had Katy Perry on the mission and had her get killed. I would have regretted that. I kind of like Katy Perry. Not so much as a musician, specifically, but as a trooper, she's been pretty solid for us. And 2 promotions. So 1 to Master Sergeant, and I'll be damned if Sun Kang didn't finally make his way past Tech Sergeant. Huh. Surprised. Sidney Poitier in the hospital for basically the exact amount of time he would have been fatigued anyway. Not a problem. Axel Rose, 23 days in the infirmary for Axel. We're not going to miss him. No, nobody misses Axel Rose. No one. No one. Sentinel, 2 Overwatch shots for Nicki Minaj. Nicki has covering fire, so I mean, that's not without merit. Extra conditioning is garbage. Mayhem is intriguing. The problem with that is we would have to be using a LMG in order to make that work. And we don't have one, necessarily. So I'm thinking probably Sentinel is the right choice. Mostly just for the stat bonus. It's got 2 aim and 2 will, both things which we can use. And, well, this one has, actually, extra conditioning has 3 aim, 3 will, and 1 mobility. That's pretty good. Not the ability, because the ability is shit. It just gives you more health, which... The mobility is big. Nah, you know what? We overwatch enough with our gunners that I think Sentinel probably is okay. We'll take that instead. Nikki has the build for it as well. She does have covering fire, so it's not the worst idea ever. Gunnery Sergeant, finally, for Sun Kang. He's going to be taking Packmaster. There was never any question about that, so got him sorted. 5 sectoid corpses, 5 heavy floater corpses, 25 Illyrium. That's a pretty nice haul. 6 meld, it's okay. Flight computer, a power source intact. Boy, because we desperately needed that. So let's head on up to the gray market and get rid of our crap. On the plus side, you know, as long as we manage to win the long war, I have to feel that humans' technology as a whole is really going to advance as the direct result of our efforts. I mean, we've sold so many flight computers by now that I'm sure Microsoft has gotten their hands on one to make the next generation gaming station. I don't know, this is the, X-Bone? I guess the next one's going to be like the X-Spine? Who the fuck knows? Anyway, they should be well advanced, given the fact that we're going to use alien technologies in our future gaming consoles. Alternatively, if we lose, I mean, nobody's really going to care what the next console will be, because they're going to be stuck mining salt for the aliens. I mean, I assume that's why they're here, humans, to work in their intergalactic salt mines. Anyway, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to find out whether or not you can expect to be toiling in a salt mine near you somewhere in the very near future, consider subscribing as well. You can see just how this campaign turns out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.